Okay, we're good to go. I'm hoping that the mic isn't picking up that fan. If it is, that's unfortunate. Because unfortunately, what if I angle the mic this way? Hey, we live in Texas, and our central air went down. We thought it was initially just low Freon, but technically it's a closed system, so Freon shouldn't go down. Turns out there was a leak, which means it's like $4,000 repair. So we're getting estimates and stuff for that, and right now we have no air conditioning except in our bedroom because I bought a cheap unit. That's what we're dealing with. Alright, we need to do quests. We need to become a Dragoon. Yeah, try to make the titles not very exciting. I don't want people to think we're doing Heavensward content, because for the past, 6 streams it's been, oh, Heavensward, Heavensward, time for Heavensward, and it hasn't been. Ah, Jack, ever a sight for sore eyes. By your return, I take it you were ready for the final trial. Very well, let us... Good Master Ewain! You're wounded? What has happened? Mr. Man, hello. We were attacked by a Duskrat Lancer as we trained in the forest. He was impossibly strong, a demon. He kept screaming something about us, teaching us true courage. Folks went crazy. No, not him, not Folks. We were in the northwest corner of the central shroud when it happened. I was able to get away, but the others... You must help the others. Arg. Be strong, man. I'm sorry, Jack. This trial must wait. Pray make haste to the central shroud and help your comrades. And Jack, should Fox force your hand, do what must be done. 12 speed you on your way. A good thing about doing this later, all these class quests, is that I have all these teleports. Hello again, Mr. Man. Best music in the game right here. So far. Although Shiva had excellent music. Shut up, Emma. Yeah, I had 5 stream titles in a row, because I generally thought we were close. But then I decided at the last second, hey, the first time I experienced Heavensward, I want to do it as a Lancer to see the extra stuff. Mr. Man, this isn't Skyrim, this is Final Fantasy XIV. So it's the MMO version of Final Fantasy. Also, Emma, can you hear the fan when I'm speaking? Help, for the love of the 12, help me! Good afternoon, Astrid. I meant to stream a lot more today, because I'm actually having a lot of fun leveling and want to get this done. But it's been one thing after another. Because during the week, I spend my morning streaming, because I absolutely love it. And then, I go to work, so there's not a lot of time to get, extracurricular stuff done, or just general life stuff done. But, yeah. You don't hear a fan, awesome. But I don't know if you guys are here, but I live in Texas, and our AC unit went down. So, that's kind of an urgent thing in the summer if your AC goes down. So, yeah, we had to go around, get quotes, bring a few people over to look at it. So, yeah, that was a whole thing. So I do have a fan running because the only coolness we have right now in the house is in our bedroom because I bought a cheap, like, $100 unit just to keep that cool so we can sleep. So, yeah, fun times. Texas, no AC. Oh, you my life friend. Another breath and it would have become worm fodder. A Duskright Lancer unleashed the fiends upon us, claiming it would temper our courage. You should have seen the look in his eye when he said it. Mad bastard. Where is he now? I think he headed off towards the North Shroud. Maybe in the direction of Falgard Float. Can't say for sure. I was concentrating on the Scalekin at the time. If it's a reckoning you seek, you are like to be disappointed. Those of us who managed to outrun the worms will already have alerted the whalers. I dare say the Duskright is being held at spear point as we speak, begging for his worthless life in a puddle of his own piss. Served the bastard right and all. Yeah, Mr. Man, $100 isn't cheap. You have a point. $100 is cheap for an air conditioning unit. Like, I just found the cheapest one I could, like, at Lowe's. Wait, that's your first summer with AC. I'm assuming you live in Europe? Or somewhere very north, U.S. Because we would die down here with no AC. So, really? You just don't mind the heat. I grew up in Maine, so I can't function without air conditioning. It's, again, living in Texas is hard enough already. Because half the year it's like, 98 degrees, 100 degrees. But yeah, I need AC. It's definitely a first world problem. What kept you? Helping your comrades, you say? Fool, you waste your pity on false friends. It's only a matter of time before they betray you. Aye, just like those wretches who saw me imprisoned and exiled. I was once an upright citizen of Gridania, and a man of the Lancers Guild. Life was not easy. For want of the coin to attain the bear's necessities, I conspired with my closest comrades to steal from the guild's coffers. Mr. Man, Lowe's. It's like Home Depot. So like a hardware store. The theft soon came to light, and though there were no suspects, it was clear that the deed had been perpetrated by someone within the ranks. An air of suspicion hung heavy over the guild from that day forth, until at last, unable to bear the guilt, I convinced my accomplices to join me in confessing. Only for them to bite their craven tongues after I had stepped forward and admitted my part in the crime. And so it was that I alone took the blame. Of course it was the Duskright, everyone said. Was there ever any doubt? It all made perfect sense. Despite my heartfelt pleas, my so-called friends denied any involvement. Instead, they called me vulgar names that I do not care to repeat. Can you imagine the shock and anguish I felt at their betrayal? Yes, I'm multi-streaming on just YouTube, regular stream, then a vertical stream on YouTube. I thought about doing, like, Kick, too, but I don't watch Kick, so it felt kind of weird to use a product I don't use. So, just YouTube and Twitch. Would that I had had the strength to force the truth out of those traitors. Would that I had had the courage to escape my dungeon cell, even if it meant taking some hapless guard's life. TikTok is the way? I don't use TikTok either, though. I know it's probably stupid of me, but I feel weird using a product that I don't, like, know about and use. I know it's the biggest audience, but you're right, I probably should. At least just for the vertical stream. Because the vertical stream on YouTube only really exists to get people on the regular stream. Driven by vengeance and no small amount of self-loathing, I resolved to forge my courage anew. It's also hard to stream like a MMO like this in vertical, because you can either shrink the screen or you can reduce your field of view a lot. TikTok's getting shut down? I don't think it will. I think it'll be sold to a US company, or there'll be a US division of it eventually. But yeah, there's too much money in it to be shut down. I strode into the layers of ravenous fiends while drenched in blood. I put their helpless offspring to the spear, that I might face the unbridled fury of the kin. And I like the regular stream on YouTube, because it's only ever like a few people in there, but it does save the VOD, which I like having the VOD in the playlist. Twitch deletes it after, like, 7 days. For my efforts, I've acquired the ultimate courage, a courage forged amidst danger and tempered by rage. I fear nothing. I'm the greatest lancer that has ever lived. Alright, this is the end of Folk's story, it seems. Which makes sense, because level 30 quest is next. So we're becoming a Dragoon. Big crits. So Lancer worthy of the name. By defeating you, I'll prove my courage. This guy's in an anime. But yeah, I should probably figure out how to do TikTok. Because the vertical YouTube stream, don't get too many people in there. I just figured I'm on Google Fiber, so I have the bandwidth to do it. So might as well. I'm just gonna burst him down. Got him. We destroyed that DPS check. Impossible! My courage is absolute. No, come no closer. Easy boss fight is real. But these are class quests, Mr. Man, so like every class has their own quest and storyline as you level up, which is really cool in this game. They don't have that in others. There's a few things here and there in WoW, but nothing like this. This is like a pretty well done... Well, some of them I've heard are better than others. What's you weighing? But each independent job has its own full story. And I assume they get more involved as you get higher level. The only thing WoW did that was similar, and they got rid of it, which was stupid, because that's how WoW, you know, they go patch by patch, and once the patch is over, that content's gone, which is stupid. That's not a bird, that's Midgard Summer. How dare you, Spin Dragon. But WoW did the class halls in Legion, and that was awesome, because all classes of different races and stuff could all get together and have your own lodge, and it was really cool. But then Legion was over, and they just got rid of that content. And there were a lot of class quests and stuff like that in the class lodges. So folks, it's no more. His was a tragic tale, and one that might have been so different. Had fate not dealt him such a cruel hand, he could well have commanded a place of honor within these halls. But it avails us not to dwell upon what might have been. It is enough that you are still with us, Jack. Lest you wonder about your final trial, there will be none. I have seen all I need to see. You have proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that yours is a genuine courage. In recognition of this, I shall pass to you the secrets of the Lance Charge, one of the most potent abilities in our arsenal. You are a Lancer in your own right now. There's not more I can teach you. From here onwards, it is up to you to seek out such challenges as will make you grow. Like attracts like, and the strong are drawn to strength. Just as I once knew for a certainty that I was destined to face the Lord of the Bramble Patch, so too you will find, or be found by, an adversary of equal worth. This guy's long-winded too. None can say what fate will bring, but armed with your courage, there is naught you need fear. Keep close your heart the lessons you have learned here, and go forth and blaze a new trail with spear in hand. I don't need any of that. Charge. What is that? Oh, it's a damage buff. Let's put you... We'll figure that out as we get more. Next quest. Dragon meat, you monster. I dare say you might just be the right man for the job. The guild is urgent need of a capable lancer for a mission beyond our nation's borders. Hear me out, if you will. I have received word from Ishgardian friend to the effect that he requires our aid. I would have you go and provide the aid. As you may already know, due to her ongoing conflict with the dragons, Ishgard has kept her gates closed to outsiders for some time. The occasional Dragoon on patrol duty is about all these folks see these days. In spite of her self-imposed isolation, however, the Holy See has never failed to honor her obligations to our allies. It is only fitting that we answer the call and lend what assistance we can. To this end, we offer to dispatch a contingent of wood whalers with all haste, but were politely informed that they would not be welcome, much to our initial confusion. It was later explained that we were dealing with a matter of some sensitivity, best handled by individuals who are capable and trustworthy, yet unbound by legions, who fits that description save adventurers. I like adventurer seems to be its own class of citizen in this world. It's like, I need an adventurer. It's kind of... What does that remind me of? Team America. I need an actor. Act your way in, Gary. This can only be solved by a top-flight actor. I need to watch that movie again. Anyway. Secrecy being paramount, I can provide no details as to the nature of the task. All you need to know is you will be revealed at the rendezvous point. Should you accept the mission, take yourself to the Observatorium. A knight by the name of Sir Alberic will receive you upon arrival. Alright. I should be getting in Dungeon Queue, too. Because I'm a DPS, and it takes a while as DPS. Duty Roulette is a ton of experience. Duty Finder... So. Oh, we gotta do Arm and Veil. For the Maelstrom. So we can get a higher rank, because I really want the duds. That is my second suggestion for this game. One is being able to sit and talk to people. Two is let me attain the highest rank in the Maelstrom so I can get the white lapels, because it is a good look. Excuse me, Mr. Man, that is not a chicken. That is a chocobo. Ah, you must be the adventurer of whom Wayne sent word. Greetings and well met. I am Sir Alberic Bale, Knight of Ishgard. The Holy See is much obliged to you for your aid. Time being of the essence, I shall proceed straight to the heart of the matter. The eye, an Ishgardian relic of immeasurable worth, has been stolen, and we have reason to believe the culprit has come this way. So it is that we ask your assistance in its recovery. The thief has been identified as a man named Estinian. There we go. I really wanted to say Einstein. Estinian. A dragoon sworn but to the service of the Holy See. Aye, you heard true. The crime was perpetrated by one of our own, an individual in a position of trust and no little honor. You may be assured that a fate worse than death awaits him upon capture. My duties to the sea afford me little opportunity to travel beyond the walls of Ishgard. I must confess to a grave ignorance of recent Gridanian affairs. Mr. Man, if you want a good introduction to Final Fantasy, well, if you can stand pixel art. The pixel art remasters are incredible. I just played Final Fantasy 1 through 6. They're all incredibly good. My suggestion would be to start with 4, because 4 is very straightforward. Really good story. And then 5 and 6. Then you can go back and play the NES ones if you want to. But, yeah, if you want to know all the Final Fantasy lore, that's what I suggest doing. I was told that a sentry by the name of Logadanril. Just got really dark. Logadanril might have knowledge of routes off taken by Ishgardian fugitives. I would prefer to keep my identity a secret, and thus would have you gather what information you can from the man. We must act quickly, for you see, Einsteinian is... But I've already said too much. What matters is that we find our thief, and I with all haste. When last sighted, Einsteinian was clad in black armor. Now go and speak not a word of what I have told you to anyone. Let's find Einsteinian. This queue is probably going to take a while. Actually, we're number 12. That's not too bad. Routes favored by Ishgardian fugitives? Now that's a question I don't hear every day. You aren't plotting some unsavory act yourself, are you? Even if you were, I doubt you'd make it far. Any road. We caught a few fleeing to the North Shroud. What with Gridania being home to nearly as many Elizin as Ishgard, it is no easy task to identify outsiders. If you're on the hunt for someone, you could do worse than to visit Florence's Spire in the North Shroud and speak with a man named Idriston. If any suspicious persons have crossed the border in recent days, he'd be the first to know. Number 10. If you like dungeoning, it definitely seems like the most efficient way to level that I've found. Because you can run around doing fates, you can do hunting logs. There's a lot of stuff you can do. But dungeons are just incredible amounts of experience. Hail, adventurer. Yes, I am the one tasked with monitoring those who would enter our lands by way of Querthus. An Asgardian knight, clad in black armor? No, I recall nothing of the sort. And such a striking visitor would be difficult to forget. My apologies, friend. I can only suggest that you return to Lugardenrel and see if he has any other theories. Okay. It's porting all over the place. Palace of the Dead was pretty fun too, and it was starting to get difficult. I think I made it to 30 in there. 30 or 40. It's reminding me of all those quests we did after we killed Ultima. Not the best memories. This is where the game slowed. But where we are now, it's definitely picked up quite a bit. It's just, I slowed it myself because I wanted to level the Dragoon. No luck, you say? Most curious. Why, it is nigh impossible that fugitive could make it this far without being espied from Florentil's Spire, which leaves the possibility that your man is still in Ishgard. It runs counter to good sense. Would the fugitive not want to put a distance of grounds between him and his pursuers? By the process of deduction, it is a possibility. The climes of Ishgard are not kind to drifters and vagabonds. That said, there's been talk of curious smoke wafting from McKay's east of here at night. Where are you? I might begin my search there. Alright, we're going east. Roulette pop. Oh, I gotta eat food as well. My mess of an inventory. Got our food somewhere. There we go. Elk milk is our tank. Man of very specific tastes. And now I feel the pain of not having AoE. I shall slay this single beetle. Luckily, we do have, looks like a machinist. Nope, that's a bard. I'm dumb. But the bard also has AoE. I'm the one doing 0 damage. Someday, I will enjoy AoE. Cooldown, big crit. Level scaling isn't the worst thing. Because yes, it sucks to not have all your abilities. But your playstyle is varied as you go up and down in levels for these dungeons. Sometimes it isn't very scintillating, but at least it's different. Take care of this orb as the melee. They can stay out there and do their thing. See, I already got a level. Game's been stuttering. Nothing's happening on my end. It seems like that's the server. It's odd. Got the guys that aren't in the AoE. I hate this as a tank. Can't group them. Feel more useful now. Killing stuff not in the AoE. Wait for me. Just throwing javelins. I must get AoE when I become a Dragoon or something. Hopefully. First AoE's at 40. You didn't even give me a second to hope. It's like harsh reality. Alright, you can get that one. I'll get this one. I perfected my 2-button rotation as I race my crit on an invuln. Well played. We braver. Oh. I need to log my bars. Boom. I do like that limit breaks aren't affected by damage boost, because otherwise you would be very tedious to wait for the perfect moment to use a limit break. Like, when are my bard buffs up? When are my buffs up? When is the boss most vulnerable to be? Quite the tedious proposition. I don't need any of this. I got 2 levels there. Almost 3. Let's get back in the queue. And more questing. Have to meet Einsteinian. Ah, he's so cool. The discard would resort to sending coin-starved adventurers after me. I know not whether to laugh or feel insulted. Dragoon armor is the coolest armor. The tide, it rouses for another. Preposterous. Our paths shall cross again. You can be sure of it. Dragoon's your favorite job, Wolfman? Yeah. My formative game for Final Fantasy was Final Fantasy IV. So you can imagine I really loved Mr. Kane Highwind. It was so cool. Yeah, Demise, that'll work. Let me leave this queue. So I'm just knocking out the class quests while waiting. Dragoon clad in black, you say? Tell me all that transpired. Yet cool armor. That's what transpired. By the fury, that I would choose another. I had not thought it possible. In light of recent events, it would seem an explanation is in order. Exposition. The eye is no ordinary relic. It harbors the power of a dragon, which it bestows upon a single chosen soul, the strongest and wisest dragoon. He who was chosen is possessed of the power to fight our mortal foes, the dragons of Dravania, on equal footing, soaring the firmament as if it were an extension of the land. That man is known as the Azure Dragon. The Azure Dragon is the light of hope for all his guardians, and the paragon of all dragoons. For this reason, you may imagine how it pains me to have to confess that the man you encountered, the thief, is none other than the Azure Dragoon, and that I was once his teacher. Needless to say, I acknowledge myself accountable for Estinian's misdeeds, and mean to do all in my power to find him and recover the eye, but I cannot do this alone. I require your help, Jack. You and those who have received the power of the Dragoon. You may labor to believe it, but there can be no mistake. The soul of the dragon I bear glows in your presence, irrefutable proof that you are chosen. I've been chosen a bunch of times in this story so far. What I can ill explain, however, is the why of it. Never before in Nishkart's long history has the eye roused to more than one individual in a single generation, but it avails us not to cudgel our brains about it. The fact of the matter is that you are now a vessel for the power of the dragon. The dragon lies yet in slumber, however, and you must needs possess the means to wake it, the soul of the dragoon. I would entrust you with mine. It's kind of personal. It's giving me the soul, his soul of the Dragoon. Like Estinian, I once ruled the skies as the Azure Dragoon, although that power has since become lost to me. It was simply by force of habit that I have hitherto kept this soul upon my person. I have no inkling as to why the Eye has seen fit to choose a second, and an outsider at that. Yet one thing is clear, none can challenge the Azure Dragon and conceivably prevail to save another Azure Dragoon. You are our only hope of bringing an Estinian to justice and reclaiming the Eye. Of course, I do not ask that you do this unaided. I may be a Dragoon no more, but what knowledge I have, I shall gladly impart to you. For indeed, when the time comes that you must face the Azure Dragoon, not less than complete mastery over the power of the dragon will avail you. That a perilous road lies ahead of you, I shall not deny. Knowing this, if you would still lend me your lance, I will teach you to harness the power that has chosen you. Go forth, my young Dragoon, and rouse the dragon within. I look forward to your return. Yay! Yeah, the Solar Dragoon is actually just candy. He wants to make a lot of people feel special. Alright, we're almost at the next quest. Hey, we're at the next quest. Let's put this on. Oh, is it not? Where did it go? There we go. Hope this does what I think it does. Yep, perfect. Okay. Now we can mess around. Character. Actions. Any new stuff? Jump. It's just this. Okay. That's a lot of abilities. Okay. Alberic, I've learned much in my travels and speaking with you. It's pleasing to see how readily the dragon stirs within you. You show great potential, Jacked. That is a great hat. I want that hat. Potential, Jacked. A potential that may well prove the difference between victory and defeat. Estinian is no ordinary Dragoon. Even when he sets the legendary Azures of ages past, the man is considered second to none. Such is his prowess, in fact, that the day he was chosen by the Eye, it was proclaimed that Haldrath, the Dragon's Eye, had been reborn. I mean not to disparage your skills, Jack, but to pursue Estinian in your current state would be tantamount to suicide. As promised, I shall train you in the way of the Dragoon, that you might face Estinian as an equal. Before we commence, however, it is only fitting that you are edified regarding our origins. Whew. Exposition dump, here we go. It all began a millennium past, when our forebears resided in the southern plains in humble circumstances. The Fury, impressed by the spirit of our ancestors, decided it was meet. Using that as a noun again. I don't know what that means. It was meet that she make them her own. So did she appear before Haldrath's sire, a man of courage and integrity named Thordrin, and bade him to lead her people to the promised land. So Moses, to what would become the great nation of Ishgard. Their journey brought them to a wide chasm, whereupon Thordin and his people set to building a bridge. It was then that a dark shadow descended upon them, the great worm Nidhogg. Heedless of his own safety, Thordin fearlessly charged the colossal beast. Alas, he was pushed into a chasm by one of his own, a man seduced by the worm who fell to his death. Taking up his slain sire's lance, Haldrath hurled himself at Nidhogg, even as tears streamed down his face. The confrontation ended when the young man, his hand guided by Halone, landed a mighty thrust that prized out Nidhogg's eye. With a terrible roar of pain, the great worm took wing and fled, while jubilation reigned below. Ishgard's relic, priceless relic, is none other than the eye taken from Nidhogg that day. It is a veritable wellspring of stuff. Oh. This is also annoying. Because I queued when it didn't have my soul thing in. Okay, and I just clicked a bunch here. Whoops. Being derived from our foe, the power of the dragon is a thing to be loathed. But as Haldrath proved to us all, so long as our hearts burn with justice, we need not fear being taken into its thrall. But what is justice precisely? Justice assumes many shapes and forms, Jax, and none can say that one is greater than another. So long as you hold fast to your beliefs and stay true to yourself, you leave no room for the power of the dragon to master you. But enough of history. Let us return our attention to the present. A knight by the name of Sir Brucemont will see to the next stage of your training. Seek him out at Witchdrop. Yep, because I wasn't a Lancer anymore. I was a Dragoon. Completely different. And I'll just pick the highest level. Quarren. I know it did that if I swapped from, like, Bard to Warrior. It wouldn't let me stay in queue, but that's a weird one. Brucemont. So the adventurer seeks to become a Dragoon. Ha! Sir Albrecht speaks of legends and chosen ones, but I would see you prove yourself in a more practical fashion, with your lance. Defend yourself. You coming? Easy. You have some skill, I will give you that. And the glow of your soul crystal... I intonated that incorrectly. And the glow of your soul crystal... Perhaps Albrecht was not wrong about you after all. Now return to him. Your training here is complete. That was less training than Rey God in Star Wars. In the worst Star Wars movie ever made. Yes, Last Jedi is the worst Star Wars movie ever made. Solo was utterly forgettable. I'd rather watch that again over Last Jedi. Soul of a dragon grows ever stronger within you, Jet. Clearly your trial was a rousing success. I need only observe your crystal to know as such. Yes, though you have only just begun to walk down the path of the Dragoon, it is clear you possess the talent to become Estinian's equal. Go forth and make the powers you have obtained your own. When the time is right, we shall proceed with your training. So this is disengage. In WoW terms. Let's put you here. Whoops. Oh well. Alright, any fates we can do around here? 39? Probably. We have lifesteal. Struggling for healers right now, looks like. Grants enhanced piercing talon, which is Oh, cool. So you jump back, then throw a lance. That's pretty cool. We just got Q, Emma. But highest level thing I could, which is, I think, Sunken Temple. But that's cool. So you do your disengage, then you throw a lance. Hey, hunting log. Big crit, 500. Now I get to chill and do 0 AoE. I think my time is best spent tap targeting the highest health mobs, so AoE can finish it off. If we're trying to be efficient. Ooh, kill bees. Stun them before they die. I did learn that last time I was here. So they do a final sting. Almost killed me when I tanked this. I'm not going to bother with cooldowns. I'm not the important one here. Save for the boss. And the Black Mage must have cooldowns. I mean, not AoE. Big crit. Don't know what quest this is for, but I have to kill all these things. For something. Okay, so I run out, I do this, jump back in. I don't know if that's efficient damage-wise, but it's fun. Don't see any dooms yet. Oh, but this jump doesn't... That's weird. Oh, I thought my Grand Company one was for a different dungeon. Well, I'm dumb. But hey, 2 birds, 1 stone. Apparently this jump, I thought it would take me in range of the mob, but apparently it doesn't. So the combo would have been do your elusive jump, throw a piercing talon, and then jump back into melee. But this, you jump, then you jump back to where you were, which is odd. I could have sworn the Grand Company was for Orm Vale, but apparently not. Whoops. It's unloaded on the thing I wasn't supposed to unload on. Good job, man. So excited about doing my jumpy combo. Okay. So I did rank 1 in Hunting Long. This is probably in rank 2. I haven't looked at rank 2 yet. I know that's not efficient, but it's fun. Jump back. Toss it in Power Javelin. I need 6 condemned, huh? Probably gonna take another run. Oh, to have AoE. What a day that will be. Ooh, more condemned, nice. They're not just back there. I'm helping! I'm helping! Not really, though. Piddly damage. We did the math out, just the potency math. And if it's above 2 targets, then AoE is superior. So when you start getting to like 6, 7, 8 targets, AoE is vastly superior. And I don't think there's an AoE cap in this game. Alright, still need 2 condemned. Hey, there they are. Ask and you shall receive. It's done every second summon. Okay. That one is yours. I'll get the next one. Not that. Whoops. Got that one. Your turn next. Oh, let's let me break while we're here. Take a braver. Nice FF7 reference. Alright, I'll get the next summon. I'll feint this. Get a javelin, kill a shot. Ah, oh, almost. That would have been cool. I mistimed it. GG's. And done. Level 37. We're cruising. Alright, I need more levels. So we queue. Quarn is still the highest level. But let me double check. Hunting log. So we're all outside. If those are all outside, we can go do that while we're waiting. Alright. Southern Thanalan. Oh, durability. Fix that. I do not. I'm wearing whatever gear I have on. I think I have like a level 20 something spear. No, 31 spear. It's not the worst. Alright. Let's find these Amalja. It said in the desert, which is not very specific. They're a sentient race, so probably not in the middle of the desert. That looks Amalja-like over there. Yeah. And in a fate. How fortuitous. needed some type of charge. Oh, this is the king of this area. Can I make the timer? Probably not. We're gonna give it a go. 28 seconds. Optimize DPS. Got the crit. 21 seconds. I'm feeling it. Ten seconds. I don't think we're doing it. Global cooldown's too long. Ah. Sad days. Oh, food buff. Yep. My inventory is a travesty again. Gotta say hello. I have a lot of greens I can give to the old grain company. Hopefully we'll unlock the next dungeon so we don't have to do this again. Not that this isn't a good dungeon, but variety's good. Stick to the high health targets. And you want to do that if you just single target, because you want the most damage to go out as a party every global cooldown. So if there's lots of targets for the AoE, math-wise, that's more damage output. Because you got to think of a mob pack as a collective ball of hit points. Final sting right there. You got him. Healer. Get him. I can't do anything. Oh no. Think we dying? Paint him? Maybe he'll live. Probably not. Yeah. None of us got that final sting. So I finally saw what it looks like. The bee becomes gray like it's dead already, but it's not. And that's what it looks like. So now I know. We got a big cat boy. I don't see any of these guys. I'll clarify. You see a lot of cat boys. You don't see a lot of cat men. There's a large Tiger Man. Oh, we can do our cool thing. Yeah. Little missed time, but it still felt cool. .581, biggest crit. I have no fate for that. Kill shot. Oh. No cool javelin kill. So far, I do like Bard a lot better, because this is very similar to what you do as a warrior. You got your 1, 2, 3, you got some OG CDs in addition to that. Whereas Bard, it's more about spamming that primary skill and then working off procs. But obviously it's going to change as I get more skills, so we shall see. Getting a lot of stuttering today. As mad as I've been with Google Fiber, I don't think it's that. Save our cooldowns for him, see if we can one-phase him. Probably not. Worth a shot. Nope, nowhere close. Level syncing and item syncing probably doesn't allow for that. Ow. Wrong combo. Get rocked. 88,000 experience. Good lord. cruising. There we go again. More stutters. All I wanna do is AoE. 90s reference for y'all. I'll get the second summon again. Big burst. That felt good. This is a WoW habit. The WoW stutter. Played a lot of classic WoW, and let's just say the rotations aren't that complex. So, people get antsy, and they just kind of walk back and forth a lot. So, next summon is yours. Think that. I definitely stunned that. That's BS. Oh, let's see if we can do it. Almost. Literally. And I definitely stunned that. That was BS. Commendation. Go, Catman. Ooh, upgrade. A lot of upgrades. Boom. Oh, this is glamored. Cool. Alright, level 39. Need one more level for the next quest. We're cruising along. Ooh. Part of the treasure trove event. I don't know what that means, but sounds good. Alright, logs. Hunting log. Eastern Lenoska. Anything else in southern? I'm in southern Thanalan. Aha! Sorry, it's your time. One shot. Popping cooldowns feels good. Alright, log complete. Let's go back to the top. Kobold, Pitman, Eastern Lenoska. Let's try that. Oh, it gets resisted. Okay. Well, I thought I got it. Like, the timer is only, like, half gone. Must have been a resist. If that's possible. Alright. Bloodshore. That'd be Bloodshore. Yeah, I have a million food. My inventory is a nightmare. After this dungeon, I'll take care of it. There's a lot of stuff I should do before Heavensward. Clean out my armory chest. All that. That's cool. Nice little detail. Let's do it. Oh, double sync. I'm killing cancer! Finally, we'll be done with it. I'm not killing cancer, I'm getting destroyed. Alright, cancer's a hard fight. If any of you have relatives that have suffered through cancer, you know. Will not be defeated this day. Need some chemo up in there. This dungeon is very silly. Okay, that's party music. Got it. It does take a team to beat cancer. Takes all of us. Cancer's a rough one. IRL, not just that grab. It's one of those things that even if you are perfectly healthy, do everything right, you can still just get it, because we're so inundated with chemicals and random crap we get in our system. Even if you try to eat perfectly healthy, exercise, all that. That's why it sucks. Anyway, back to killing spiders. Glad that job leveling doesn't seem too bad, though. So I got 39 and a few hours playtime, really, if you total it all up. Because there's so many jobs to level. You want it to not be too long that it gets boring, but you also don't want it to be too short in that the person doesn't learn to play the class. $667, big crit. I don't think I have my interrupt yet. I just have the stun. Job team. I am helping. Oh. Oh, I do have a question. Since I bought the gear, my Grand Company gear as a warrior, will I be able to glamour that onto Dragoon gear? Or do I need, like, the male equivalent, or medium armor equivalent? Okay, awesome. So I can get on this outfit. Don't look at me. Kick you in the face. Lifesteal's pretty nifty. Keep myself up. Okay, we're going to do bam and javelin finish. Ah. Nope. I'm gonna get that one of these days. Seems like an upgrade. Why doesn't it not say need? Okay. Alright, I need to do something about my inventory. This is disgusting, but I need to get this hunting log. Oh, the dungeon isn't done. Never mind. Wait, did you misspell male, or is that how male is pronounced in Eorzea? Are we doing a run-through? Oh no, I remember this. This is the huge pull you can do. That I loved in my warrior, but I'm gonna hate in my dragoon. There's gonna be a million mobs, and I can hit one. Glad the Pictomancer's having fun. I'm assuming that's the Scholar that's putting cards above me. Or Astrologian? I don't know. What is what? Seems like it might be an interesting healer, because it's more RNG based. You gotta deal with what you get. That buff up. That buff up. We can jump here. Big crit. Vorpal thrust. Boom. Or full thrust. And we can bravery here too. Huge. I do like being melee, because you have the most efficient limit break. Okay, that hurt. Should have life surge. Decent healing for myself. Whoops. Jeez. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or it just hurts. Okay, we're going to jump away, javelin. Almost. I'm gonna get a kill doing that eventually. Good job, team. I want all zones. Alright, now we're out of there. We're also level 41, so we can do the next quest. We are cruising. Got more gear. Alright, now we have to find Hunting Log Mob. I need to actually keep queuing. Oh, there's job quest at 4. Okay. Yeah, I'll do the job quest now then. So many things. I have to go... What's step 1? Step 1. Let's get rid of gear. I'm not too concerned with getting a million company seals from them, because company seals are pretty easy to get when you need them. So I'm just gonna get rid of the stuff I have in my inventory, then not worry about it much after that. Alright. Alright, now we're gonna start looking at stuff. Level 50, keep that. I'm at a loss of what I need. Alright, that's fine there. I'm gonna get rid of all the other random crap I have. Still have all this random stuff. Don't be like me. Manage your inventory. Ooh. That looks kind of cool. Alright, we're just gonna start selling this crap. Vendor, vendor, vendor. It is popping. Jeez. What horror is this? It's a nightmare. There's even smaller ones? It's the next level of hell. No. I think I can sell any of these. Probably keep that. Theologian, sell that. We're selling everything we can't use for our chosen classes. We can always buy more stuff. I wanted to glamour that. That looked kind of cool. Here I'm already making bad decisions. Die. I need to get a bank so I can put this die in there. Or a follower, or whatever it is. Don't care what that is. Doesn't matter, we keep that. And this high level stuff I just don't know if I need. That is an abomination. Goodbye. Oh, we keep that. So what do I have to craft these to get the songs? I'm assuming so. No, we keep the new stuff. We do want that Bard set. It's kind of cool. It's a Lancer helm. We keep that. Paper and ink and alchemist. Okay, I'll keep them. Because I will do that later. I'll just throw them all in, like, my bank. Not bank, sorry. Retainer. And you might want to go back to the Waking Sands. You never know. Don't care about antidotes. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Don't care about MP. Alright. It looks terrible, but at least it's less bad. Alright, we can get rid of every low level item here. I don't know if I've clamored that yet. Keep the samurai, just in case we want to. Can I move this window? Oh, doesn't say over there. Can I move this window? Should have done that the whole time. We keep that, because it looks cool. This stuff I don't remember if I need or not, so I'm just going to leave it for now. Alright. My goodness. Okay. Taurus harness, we don't need that. And we need that. Keep that. This is so much harder. Don't need this. Alright, I'm not dealing with the rest of that right now because I don't want to. Retainer. Okay. Am I purchasing a slave? Quite a few men and women on our lists. Oh, okay. I like Hrothgar. Oh, goodness. We're gonna get a good one. It's gonna happen. Some of these look like orcs. Alright, we'll go... This guy looks fine. We can edit him later. As you can see, I tried many a look back in the day. Retainer. I'm just gonna say the preference. Oh, you're actually making a character. Polite. Rang, my lord, and when dismissed, train will be for all just so. It's a pleasure to serve. Okay. Belvedere. Get the proper documentation. Can summon your retainer at the nearby bell. If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Okay. So this is basically just a bank, and I assume they can go out and do quests and stuff too. Rang, my lord. Okay, in the markets. Yeah, on ventures. Yep. Oh, he has lots of slots. Okay. Keep that. Fantasia, not going to use that. At least not now. Keep that. What's up, Silver Sister? I am doing a lot of busy work. Actually, I want to dye some stuff. Haven't even opened these yet. Should have sold that. Keep that. These. Retainer, 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 retainer. Don't know what this does. Retainer. Worry about that later. I'm not getting into marketing or marketeering. I am just trying to clean up my inventory because it's a nightmare. Yeah. Okay, and he's gone. Cool. Also, where is... I think someone showed me this before. The option to have your inventory be all open at once. UI settings? The item back... Item settings, okay. Aha! Now, if there was only a way to sort item... Holy Lance. Nice. Looks great. Right-click item sort. I am right-clicking. Right-click on an item. Alright. Oh, sort. Alright, that makes things look a lot better. Okay. Let's get these coffers open. So we want to put this in armory chest. This in armory chest. Alright, that's all we do for now. It expanded! It was only this big before. And these are nightmare fuel. Those look like there's a boss fight in Final Fantasy IV. They are probably referencing that, because they do dance like that, kind of tilted to the side. Alright, there's one more thing I wanted to do. No, not there. Ooh, come on. Oh, I can't dye these. I have to do this thing. Oh well, I was going to dye it green, but we'll stick with the red. Alright, now... Now we do the Dragoon quests, we get AoE, and we can do more dungeons, get to level 50. We're almost there. Because I'm pretty sure we're, like, right at the end of the story. We beat Shiva. And I know that's towards the end. Which was the best fight so far, by the way. The music was incredible. Hey, another Catman. You grow even stronger and speak of more than just the flesh. Aye, you are slowly but surely realizing your potential as an Azure Dragoon. It is heartening to look upon, though I must confess that my presiding feeling is one of relief. You must understand, the mere thought that I would choose an outsider, one who ill comprehends the threat posed by the dragons, filled me with the gravest of misgivings. Yet you have. But I shall say no more, lest flattery impede your improvement. Now, during our last lesson, I enlightened you regarding the origins of Dragoons. You will recall how Haldrath heroically triumphed over the great worm Nidhogg, and Ishgard came into the possession of the Eye. Tell me, Jack, do you believe these events truly transpired, or are you inclined to think them fairy tales? I ask you this because few folk have seen dragons in the flesh besides we Ishgardians, and most would as soon dismiss them as products of the imagination. Like Westeros. Excuse me. Alas, dragons are no less real than you and I, with Nidhogg perhaps the most real of all. Excuse me. There we go. In the course of its history, Ishgard has suffered the creature's wrath on 8 separate occasions. Each time the great worm rouses, the blood of countless Ishgardians is spilled. Oh, you bastard. Locks me in. In the course of its history, Ishgard has suffered the creature's wrath on 8 separate occasions. Each time the great worm rouses, the blood of countless Ishgardians is spilled. This guy's probably very confused as to why someone's dancing right there. Let us revisit this past once more, Jack. Exposition. This time is 20 summers past, and the place is Dravania. After a century in slumber, Nidhogg awakened once more to resume his reign of terror. Entire villages were razed to the ground, and their inhabitants reduced to smoldering ash. Sensing the great worm's unbridled rage, others of its kind began to rouse, and in such numbers as to blot out the sun with their wings. A deep foreboding darkness swept over Ishgard. Raging infernos painted the belly of the sky in angry red. The agonized screams of innocents faded into deathly silence. In my station as the Azure Dragoon, I was there through it all, bore witness to all the horrors. Didn't he say 1,000 years ago? There was no time to offer even a silent prayer. Nidhogg lingered in one place only long enough to lay it to waste, and when he took wings, so did I pursue him, a man possessed. This game of cat and mouse continued for what seemed like an eternity, before I found myself face to face with the great worm. The battle unfolded in In a tiny settlement on the edge of Quarthus, raging on for 3 days and 3 nights, with neither side able to gain a decisive advantage. Remaining on my feet by sheer force of will, I realized that it must end now, else it shouldn't end well. Marshalling my last ounce of strength, I wagered all at a single thrust. My lance struck home, burying deep in the ruin of my opponent's empty eye socket. Yet before I could withdraw my weapon, the worm lashed out wildly in its agony, dealing a blow that left me sprawled upon the scorched earth, nigh insensate. In that instant, I thought myself surely doomed, but Halon was not finished with me. Having lost the taste for battle, Nidhogg let loose a blood-curdling roar, before fleeing to the sky. The battle was over. While I did not perish from my injuries, they rendered my body unfit to bear the power of the dragon, and I was Azure Dragoon no more. Lying bedridden, my thoughts wandered to all the innocent lives that had been lost, the people I had failed to protect. The last conflict with the dragons of Dravania left countless orphans in its wake. Estinian is one of them, the sole survivor of Ferndale, the final village to suffer Nidhogg's wrath. With none left to care for him, I did the only thing I could. I took Estinian as mine own son, instructing him in the way of the Dragoon when he was of an age to learn. Yet I would not have you think me noble. My actions were born not of compassion, but of guilt. My guilt at having failed him. But alas, I have also failed him as a father. For what manner of man did I bring him up to be? A thief who would endanger the life of every one of his countrymen. You heard me right. All of Ishgard may suffer for his crime. Though we know little and less of minds of dragons, it is conceivable that the disturbance surrounding a stolen eye will rouse Nidhogg to awaken once more. That his kin have already stirred from their slumber serves as fair warning of that. Time is not on our side, fortunately. It would seem that you are more than ready to embark on your next trial. Make your way to Ishdrop, where the knight Hustien awaits your arrival. My nation is dependent upon you, Jack. He likes his history lessons. We're now dressed for the weather. Down in this guy's hole. Again. Hello. You're the one who would aspire to be an Azure Dragoon. Why, you're not even of Ishgard. If you truly possess the power that Sir Albric sees in you, then prove it to me with your lance. And guard. You throw a Mightling at me? Okay, that makes more sense. Done. That strength. I have not seen the like since Estinian himself stood before me. Mayhap Sir Albric has the right of it after all. Return and show your crystal to him. I have no doubt he'll be pleased. Kitchen sink would have been harder than that. Those things are heavy. So was the AC unit I installed. It was a cheap one, but it was still heavy. Because we're still waiting on what we're going to do with our central air unit that went down. I didn't want to drill in the window for the AC unit, so it is jerry-rigged in there. Probably won't fall out the window. We shall see. You have passed yet another trial with flying colors, Jacques. The day when you may stand before a Stedian is equal is not far off. And when that day comes, the Eye will choose you over the traitor. I have no doubt of this, but we must be patient still. For now, you must continue your training. When you can do no more on your own, seek me out once more. AoE, baby. This is pod racing. That is worthy of celebration. Alright. Now we are ready to go. You are going here. Straight line, okay. Demise, are you ready? Looks like you're on your blacksmith? Just let me know when you're ready. 2 minutes? Okay. I will do some stuff. Back to Bloodshore. We want to rank up. H. Kobolds. So it should be probably not right on the shore, probably a little bit back. Hello, Vidya. Oh, it's the first time I've seen that. RP. That's pretty cool, so it shows you're trying to stay in character. Yeah, because RP only works if everyone buys into it. It's like when you're playing Dungeons & Dragons, if only one person is RPing, it's kind of awkward, but if everyone is, it's awesome. So only when they're erotically role-playing? They can't just be regular role-playing? Alright, where are these kobolds at? Ah, okay. See kobolds, I don't see the right kobolds. Huh. So Bloodshore's there. Maybe it's north. Oh, this is still part of the resort. Oh. I didn't know that was a thing. Cool. I mean, it's pretty generous calling that Bloodshore. It's 2. Alright, next. Of maiming. It's my favorite of. Thank you. Oh, new stuff goes down here, too. Good. Very cool. Nice. Thanks, man. Before I forget, just putting all these in armory. Alright, let us duty finder. Stone Vigil. And hunting log. Out of Lanoska, Iron Lake. Yeah, apparently I picked a good data center, from what people have been telling me. It does help that we have a tank in the group. Iron Lake. Well, we're looking for kobolds, and that says kobold dig. So let's try over there. Didn't know you wanted to come. Ooh, I'm gonna kill these first, because we should get instant Q now. Oh my goodness. This guy's got a lot of hit points. Sister, did you want to come as well? To level your punchy job? I don't know if you're on this data center yet. Sort of know how that system works. Need to charge. Alright, one more kobold. Javelin for the kill. Alright. Alright, well, I'm gonna jump in this one. If you want to jump in the next one, sister, definitely do that. I'm just trying to be time efficient because I want to get the whole 50 before tomorrow. AoE! It's a wonderful thing. Of course, the damage buff doesn't queue off the AoE, so we still have to single target to get the damage buff off. Feels good, though. I like the line, too. It's unique. I did miss... Because last time I played Warrior, they hadn't changed the Warrior AoE. So Overpower was a cone in front of you, and it wasn't just AoE around you. I like that a lot more. Because it rewarded setting things up. What's up, Chubby Bro? Things are good. We are close to getting to level 50, which was the goal on our Lancer, so we can do Heavensward as a Dragoon. So I heard there is relevant story in Heavensward if you are a Dragoon. But yeah, these line AoE is kind of fun. Rewards good positioning. Shudo Yudo. Great name. I imagine later jump is gonna key into more things. Because right now, you just kind of hit it. Like, you get your damage above up, then you just hit it. There's no real thinking past that. But it is the iconic ability of a Dragoon, so... It's gotta do something cool later. Gotta get our damage buff off. And we can AoE. Oh, feels good. Nice line like that. Okay, in general, I will say, WoW's combat feels more satisfying. Like, you feel the impacts a lot more. It's really, bar none, the best MMO version of combat. But I love how they do AoE here. Because it's not instant. Like in WoW, you cast AoE, all numbers pop up at once. It's like, yeah, that feels good. And it is cool to see big numbers. But here, when I like overpower as a warrior, or do this, the numbers like cascade. See how they go one after the other, all with the sound effect? That's really cool. And it feels really good to press that button. I mean, Yoshi P is an old-school raider and hardcore player, so... might have been his influence. Yeah, you can tell who was hit and when. Whereas WoW, especially modern WoW, you just watch it, you just see numbers splaying everywhere, you can't really tell. And this is going to get like that later, yes. But at least right now, individually with these skills, I can tell what's going on. Faint that for you. Whoops. Should have put my damage buff up. Oh, I did forget. with cast bars like this, I know there's a differentiation between what you can like stun and interrupt, but I don't know what it looks like. I know a certain color or outline or something means you can interrupt it. That was dumb of me. Interruptible flashes. It's the same for stuns? Or stunnable? Or is that just the boss is stunnable so you can do it? I can't feint that? Okay, that makes it easy then. Pretty straightforward. Do we finish this by Lance? I'm gonna get it one of these times. Flash, okay. Cool. And if I don't have to worry about stun past level 40, perfect. Because I don't want to. Damage buffs up. Now we AoE. Oh, it feels glorious. Look at it cascading out. Oh yes, I liberally kick trash. It's very fun. But this is Sparta kick is quite enjoyable, especially in a Rogadin, because you're so big, it feels so impactful. I mean, I said I want to keep the intros on in case I wanted to watch them, but I've yet to watch one of them again. Alright, let's get Braver out of the way. Feels good. And my cooldown's gonna go away. I'm sad. Alright, we got our cooldowns in, that's fine. I need to put you on something. I've been lazy with keybinds. Probably, let's go C, Shift C. Don't need arm's length as much. As a Dragoon, I should do extra damage to dragons, naturally. Big full thrust. That was a huge AoE heal. Is that a white mage? Oh, I have another wish for a class for this game. Unless they have it, I don't think they do. Is a melee healer. Because in certain iterations of WoW, Paladin, you healed by holding a giant hammer and DPSing mobs in melee. And it was really cool, because he felt like, you know, an actual righteous warrior. Bashing things over the head while healing. I haven't seen that archetype here yet. Well, they do need a hammer class, but they already have a paladin. They call it a Templar or something. They get a hammer class and a healer. I guess I need that. Okay. Don't care. I'm taking all the orchestration rolls. Silver Sister, did you want to come to the next one? Alright, that's done, that's done, that's done. All we need is Sylvan Sai. Let's go to Southern Thanalan, let's knock that out. Silver Sister, 3, 2, 1. Alright, we're going. Sorry, gotta keep it moving. Oh, we can do that dungeon again. That's a fun dungeon, though. You're in, okay. Hold on, hold on. Withdraw. Oh, yeah. Just probably have to switch. Do you want to level on that, or do you want to switch jobs? Okay, you swapped. Gotcha. Okay. Where was this? Zanrak. Aha. Right there. I put a katana on, and I played a samurai for all of, like... Oh, I didn't mean to caps like that. For all of, like, a minute, and I got confused, and I stopped. Oh, we got a sprout! I feel you, bro. I didn't know where I was going either. Probably shouldn't bother putting my damage buff back up in AoE like that. If that's 2 global cooldowns, it could be AoEing, so that probably outdoes the 10% damage boost it gives. I'm talking like a WoW player. It's slightly higher in the meters if I do this. What's this? See cooldowns for that. Can't help it. Played it too long. Alright, he leaves soon, so get this off quickly. Perfect. Now you can leave, bro. Do your flying thingy. He's not doing it this time. The guy at the kill shot there. My full thrust. Ow. Another thing is auto attacks seem to be like negligible in terms of damage. Like yeah, 76. It's sort of the case in WoW. They try to make them more meaningful with the latest expansion. A lot of stuff keys off them. But in classic WoW, your auto attacks were like most of your damage. Multiple stances. Interesting. So that follows the line of them trying to make the game more approachable over time. Like destroying overpower, not letting it be a cone anymore. It's a minor complaint, but it just felt a little better when it was a cone because you were rewarded for getting things lined up. Does seem like all my abilities line up pretty well on my cooldowns. It's nice when they sync up, because some classes don't. Tried to play Arms Warrior on this expansion release, and it was frustrating because of that. Like, it's like, alright, do I wait 6 seconds for this, or do I wait 8 seconds for this? Or do I just cast it on cooldown because the delay is worse? Like, it's just a pain. Ooh. That's less cool than I thought it would be. Server's stuttering. No! You did it again. Crit. Got my combo ready. All my buffs up, and he goes up. Sad day. No auto crit. These are the things I have to amuse myself with, is EPS. That's why I like tanking. Adds a few other things to consider. Boss position, like how big do I make these pulls. Not just gonna optimize DPS. It's having a lot of fun up there. That's a need. Never mind. Level 45. We can do the next quest, but we're just going to try and pump through. As long as you guys are down. Do the Darkhold now. Yeah, leveling is incredibly fast if you have a group. Because dungeons just provide so much. Food buff. You're right. I need to put that on my bars like you said. Alright, I have an hour now. Cruising. That was a sight thing, right? You're supposed to turn around. Looked like it. A Zvayanda. It's gotta be a Dark Knight weapon. It's the most overpowered weapon in Dark Souls 1, in my opinion. It's the lightest weapon that pancakes everything it touches. Up. Range mobs are not conducive to speed running. We call that a stun for fun. Feel your pain, bro. Probably LOS right here. Get them all in. I need a better dance. The base for Rogan to dance is pretty sorry. .602, biggest crit. .46. Almost there. Elfine. He unleashes his fury. I don't know what that means. I just cast Faint because it felt right. GG's. I think that means I'm 47. You're at 47. I do need to be right back, though. Let's go somewhere safe up here. Alright. Alright, I will be right back. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Girlfriend came home from work, so I had to go say hi. 2 runs of Arm Vale. Well, I have to talk to someone before running that, and then get my Grand Company thing done too. And I have the Dragoon quest as well, but we can worry about that later. What's it gonna do? Oh yeah, just in case I had some gear. Yes, I do. Oh my goodness. What a look. Let's take the helm off. Just gotta turn in this quest before we run it. That's the poison one. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, if we're just doing 2 runs, I'd rather not hold you guys hostage for while they do the quest. You can just knock it out, it's fine. Blah, blah, blah. The kind of response looking different blinds. Okay. Alright. I'll do it later. I'm not too put off about it. If this takes long, go do it. Oh. Yep. That happened in one of my Bard runs. Just went to the center, then all the patrols pulled, and yeah. Wasn't great. See how much of this I can get through. Impeccable timing, Jack. The message arrived from Estinian but moments ago. Much to my astonishment, he would trade words with us and bids us meet him at Boulder Downs. As to his true intentions, I cannot say. It may well be a trap, but we must go nonetheless. I trust I can count upon your company. Yes, sir. They have a lot of fun with these quest names. Double Dragoon. I remember playing that game when it was out. That's how old I am. Well, technically, I think it came out before I was born. Hey, it's all sprouts. Well, I don't think Silver Sister's a sprout, but probably second character, right? I'm assuming. Yeah. I've definitely considered doing that too. Again, once I gotta get through, all the way through the game first, but there are a lot of glamours made specifically for females that I want to try. That won't look good on my big burly dude. And some classes, as sexist as it is, that feel like female classes to me. Oops, that might have been me. Might have been the tank. And stuff like ninja, things where you're jumping around a ton. I made an exception for Lancer because I want the quest, I mean the story. Oh no. That was me. Sorry. Could have been worse. We are looking for stacks. We got none so far. That's one. Ignore that. Goldust, the name of a late 90s wrestler. It's very silly, but kind of cool. Alright, that's two. I think some appears over here. Yep. Let's grab that. This lasts for a long time. I'll grab the far one. Ooh. Need that. I think I already have that. Feels cooler to pop your DPS cooldowns. Big pulls like this. Feels awesome. So many numbers. Pretty sure this guy does nothing. Just kind of stands there as the tank. Nothing unique, anyway. That doesn't count. I just stood there, menacingly. Oh, I can do my javelin thing. Yeah. The elusive jump with the javelin. Feel like a warrior. In the true sense of the word, not the job. 48. Disciple of War. I will need that. I'm not paying attention. I'm taking a ton of damage. Whoops. Well, that's a cool looking lance. I stood directly in that pool when I cast Braver. Whoops. Just want to make sure you're not bored healing. Got one stack still. So I'm assuming you can assign the fairy to do things and then it just does it the whole time. No idea how healing with that class works. Oh, okay. Auto heal. GG. What do we got? There'll probably be one more run. We get level 50. Yeah, that was really quick. Couple days, really. Not even that long during those days. No worries, man. Thanks for the runs. We got us some quick cues. Oh, I want that armor. I think I get that armor from the quest. Greetings, Master. It has been too long. Estinian, end this folly at once. We must know each second the eye passes outside Ishgard's walls brings us closer to a repeat of the tragedy of 20 summers past. Surrender yourself in the eye and return with me to Ishgard before it's too late. I forget what voice I gave. Estinian. Ah, but it is already too late, Master, for you see, Nidhogg is already awakened. What? Hear me, Master. You have mistaken the cause of the dragon's return. The eye is not to blame. A premonition came to me by virtue of the dragon within, warning me that the great worm would soon rouse. Even as he slumbered, Nidhogg seethed with irrepressible rancor for that wound of 20 years ago. The rancor will send him flying as a speeding arrow to Ishgard, whereupon death and devastation will ensue. There is a possible solution, were the eye taken to a remote land, far from the Holy See. Then, and only then, could destruction be averted and the lives of innocent Ishgardians be spared. You mean to take the bait? Make a bait of yourself? Nay, there is more to this than you let on. You seek vengeance for Ferndale. To me, the two are one and the same. You know my past better than any else. It was for no other reason than to avenge my family that I became a dragoon. Dragons long outlive men, and do not soon forget the wrongs done them. What grudge they harbor burns as a fire in their hearts, over time swelling into an unquenchable inferno. You need only look back on history to see that Nidhogg grows stronger with each awakening. When last he darkened our skies, the great worm came within a hair's breadth of laying waste to Ishgard. Not sort of death will prevent him from completing his mission when he next wakes. Nidhogg took everything from me, and now I shall take everything from him, even if it means my life. The eye works in ways men can ill comprehend, but this much is plain. In choosing two Azure dragons in one generation, it means for us to join together in common cause. Adventurer, you have heard my resolution. Now I ask that you lend me your power. Aye, the power of the Dragoon. The long and proud history of Ishgard. Never before have two Azure dragons arisen in the same era to fight as one. This is our best, nay, our only, chance to send the great worm to eternal slumber. Behold my armor. This is the Draken mail, forged in the lifeblood of dragons. As blood calls to blood, so does the armor call to the dragon within, redoubling the wearer's strength thereby. If you would realize your potential as an Azure dragon, you must needs clad yourself in the same. Yes, give me the armor. Clad so, you will inherit the technique passed from Azure dragon to Azure dragon down through the generations. Then, and only then, will your training be complete. But first, you must win the Draken mail as I and Sir Albric did before you, by proving yourself worthy in the ultimate trial of the Azure, a series of battles so harrowing as to send unworthy to an early demise. Master, once the adventurer acquires the armor, pray see to it that he learns to harness the power of the dragon force in full. Stenian, wait! Save your worries. I do not mean to make myself easy prey for dragons. I take my leave of you. So cool. He's very Kane. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what I'd want to dye it. It looks good black. But I will anyway. Can try it in that green. Ooh. Stinian. Forgive me, something. At first, it was my intention to bequeath mine own armor to you. I am an Azure dragon no longer, and its powers are wasted on me. It would be simple enough to hand it over to you and complete your training right here and now. But as Estinian said, the dragon armor is no ordinary set of mail. Strength derives from the dragon blood whence it came, the blood's power resonating within the soul of the wearer. Though I can no longer draw upon mine own armor's power. Its bond to me was forged years ago. Were I to bestow it on you now, I fear it would offer but a scintilla of the protection afforded me in those bygone days. Justinian has the right of it. You must claim your armor as he did and I did before you. You must complete the trials of the Azure, that the powers of dragon blood be yours and yours alone. The ogre's belly will be where your final test begins. I shall dispatch Sir Brucemont there. Seek him out upon your arrival. Yeah, definitely. I have a bunch of stuff to do. Got to turn in this Maelstrom quest. I got to do the Maelstrom hunting log. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I got to do. And we're going back in the crevasse. I think. Nope, somewhere different. Right by it. Brucemont. You have grown strong since we last met, adventurer, but you pale in comparison with your Azure forebears. If you would prove me wrong, let your lance do the talking. Okay. Will I get all my buffs off before he dies? Yes. Big crit coming. Will we finish? Oh, that would have been cool. Oh well. Anything else, Brucemont? Once again, adventurer, you prove yourself worthy beyond my expectations. Take this, but know that your trial has only begun. Your next challenge lies in the chamber beyond. Sir Hustien awaits you there. Okay. You, a foreigner, would don the dragon armor, then prove to us that you will not do it dishonor. We killing slaves again? It's a whole dungeon where you're putting down the slave revolts. Doesn't feel the best. I done did it. Sir Albrecht says the Eye had chosen you, and it would appear he speaks true. The armor is yours. Wear it with pride and honor. Your trial is not complete, but be forewarned. Many before you have made it this far, only to fall at the final challenge. Do not let overconfidence be your downfall. Continue down the tunnel. So you made it this far. Very well. Prove yourself worthy of the Azure or die in the effort. Come on, buddy. Yeah, another captive. Are we the baddies? Boom. Style points. You have demonstrated your powers to me beyond a doubt. Aye, there is not an Ishgardian who would gainsay your right to don the armor of the dragons. That's right. I shall send word ahead to Sir Albrecht that you have passed your trials here. It is he who will present you with the fourth piece of armor and commensurate your training. Go now, my fellow Dragoon, and deliver this land from the great worm's wrath. So they actually have an in-universe way that they can communicate in this game, which is kind of cool, because Again, in other games, you go complete a quest. One guy said he's going to talk to someone else, but he doesn't move and just stands there. And they're like, wait, how did he know I did it, though? Like, a bird couldn't have flew that fast. But in this game, they have link shells, which is like Bluetooth earpieces. Yeah. Dragon. Hear from Sir Bruce Month that you perform most impressively. Yes. I stand more convinced than ever that you will be the one to save our land. Be warned, Jack, one trial awaits you. You'll face this trial in the presence of not knights, but of ghosts. Make your way toward the steel vigil and seek out the gravestone north and west of the structure. Take with you this flute, and when you reach your destination, blow a single strong note. A visitor shall soon arrive. Entertain your guest. Should he leave behind a present, return it here to me. Getting more flashbacks of the post-Ultima fight stuff, where we ran back and forth between these places a million times. That has been the only drag of A Realm Reborn. It's the post-patch quests, post-A Realm Reborn quests. Just kept going and going and going. Done. I think we're still missing, like, the armor, or the helm or something. So I remember doing this, again, last time I played, up until 50. And you get every piece but one, and then you get the last one at 50. Oh. Your presence before me indicates you've seen to the visitor. Have you aught to show for your deeds? Yep. Ah, the Skull of Grey Wine, old warrior of the Dravanian horde. It's said that in ages past he could bring down a castle with a single breath. His strength has dwindled since those days, but a dragon past his prime is a formidable foe, nonetheless. In slaying him, you have proven yourself worthy of this. You now possess the 4 pieces of the armor that an Estinian, myself, and our forebears did wear. While you doubtless wonder about the 5th, I can tell you only that it is not mine to give. Fear not, however. Your triumphs in the trials, and against the dragon of the horde to give evidence that dragon blood now resonates within you. Yes, you stand before me as prepared for your ultimate challenge as any may be. And yet, before we proceed, I would hear it from your own lips. The Great Worm's power is the stuff of legends. Have you truly resolved to fight this battle? To risk your own life to deliver a foreign land from the clutches of its ancient foe? Oh, so this is how it ties into Heavensward. When you are certain your mind is settled, return and speak to me. So does that mean they had Heavensward in mind even in A Realm Reborn when they made these quests, or did these quests change? It's an interesting question. So you would join your strength in Estinians, that Ishgard might be free from the rage of the Great Worm forevermore. Then I shall honor my promise. You shall have full use of your powers by the time we are done. Before we begin, there is something I must needs confess. You have recalled the tale of my battle with Nidhogg 20 years past. Now the power of the dragon left me on account of the injuries I sustained. What I said was untruth. The power did not abandon me, Jack. It was I who abandoned it. This guy is super long-winded. Being derived from our mortal enemies, the power of the Azure Dragoon is a double-edged sword. Even as it lends us the strength we need to smite dragons, it heightens our communication with the creatures, rendering our minds more susceptible to their seduction than ordinary men. Even as I buried my lance in Nidhogg's flesh, our gazes locked, and mine eyes met then with a look that would fair impale a man. In that instant, I found myself assailed by a torrent of emotions not mine own. Sorrow, rancor, pity. They threatened to drown the man in me and leave behind a dragon. Fearing that I might turn traitor, I chose to purge myself of the power that the eye had bestowed upon me. Thus, regaining lucidity, I was able to rout the grievously wounded Nidhogg. Alas, countless of his brethren yet remained. As if to mock me, they fell upon Ferndale with a vengeance. Bereft of my power, it was all I could do to save but one child. And every soul knows this, nay, not even Estinian. But I can keep him in the dark no longer. Okay. I didn't mean to skip that. That frame of mind, I fear, may well lead to his demise, so Estinian is his adopted son. The desire to protect and the desire to avenge are opposing forces that can ill be reconciled. Worse, the latter serves only to cloud his sense of self. When next Estinian and I meet, I intend to confess all, though it means the loss of his good opinion. The outcome of the coming battle and his very life may well depend upon his readiness to relinquish his powers. Never allow yourself to forget the origin of your strength. Ever does the dragon lurk behind your eyes, biding its time, ready to claim you for its own. Aught less than complete conviction, and you will find yourself in its vice-like clutches. So forewarned, let us return to our present endeavor. Our promise to Estinian was that I would impart unto you the technique that will mark you as the true Azure Dragon. If you would know the truth, however, this knowledge is not within my power to bestow. No, you must claim the technique much as you claimed the fourth piece of the armor you bear, by proving yourself in battle with the dragons, whose power you would unites with your own. I entrust to you this flute once more. Take it to the southwest of Providence Point and blow a single note. By locking wills with your adversary and prevailing, you will prove yourself a worthy champion, the cause to which your lance is sworn. The dragon within you shall then awaken. Yeah, we've been awakening a lot of dragons. I'm just going to knock out this quest quick, and then we can get to 50. Okay, Opus. Let's go dragon him. Good night. It is good to see you safely returned. I take it from your bearing that the engagement went favorably. Alright. Another history lesson? Are we good? You left this place as a man, Jack, but you returned as a dragon. There is no more for me to teach you. From here, your battle is yours and yours alone. Now, you might recall me saying that the fifth and final piece of the dragon armor was not mine to give. However, that is not wholly true. I could guide you in the direction of that which you seek. That said, I have reservations. The sheer power of the dragon housed within is such that a great many of your Azure forebears, myself among them, have proven hopelessly incapable of wielding it. But I do not doubt what I see. Within you has awakened a strength that forever eluded the likes of me. If you are not worthy wearing that armor, then I know not one who are. Remember my warning to you, Jack, and heed it well. Nidhogg is a lord among his kind, aught less than a complete conviction, and you will surely fall under his thrall. Before you can master your foe, you must needs master yourself. I thought there was nothing left to teach me. Own your land song until it can bear no further owning, and then present yourself to me. When the time has come, I will tell you what you need to know. I look forward to our next meeting. What do we get? Oh, charge. Nice. Alright, so we need to change this now. We can go there for now. Because charge needs to be on F, because it's always on F. Alright. One more Aurum Vale. And that should do her. We also need to... Hunting Log. East Shroud, Lark's Call. I was gonna kill this one. What is that? Guess that's a Hrothgar in a weird outfit. .530 non-crits. Numbers are higher. We're gonna bring it that one. So the tank doesn't have to move. Ow. $8.99. Got the big numbers now. Almost halfway there. Cruising. Line up that beautiful line AoE. Looks great. Boom. Dopamine. Right to my veins. Strange AoE. Give a charge now. Feels fantastic. Messed that up. Ooh, I think I got the kill shot. My javelin. Feels good. Always let the tank go first. Is it required always? No, but it's just annoying if you don't let him go first. Well, it's annoying to me anyway. Other people could not care. Everything I say is mine own opinion. Yeah, they saw the black mage almost die from bad breath. Bad breath is bad news. Definitely in the pixel games as well. Put my life steal on so you don't have to heal me. Oh, your fairy healed me anyway. Fruit time. Ooh, I think I might have got the kill shot with my javelin. Guy looks ridiculous. Alright, level 50. I don't think I got hit by it. Pass, and we pass. It's unnecessary, but feels cool. Yep, 50 gear. I'll get on in 1 second. I'm out of combat. Okay, complete. Boom. We are now tank. Nice. Got a nice trident as well. It's good luck. Alright, let's do hunting log real quick while we're here. Western Lenoska. Gotta do that. Then turn in the quest. Bunch of stuff to do. It's called Obelisk. That does look a lot better than this with this gear. But honestly, I'm probably going to wear the Lancer gear anyway. But that might work with that as well. Because the Dragoon gear is awesome. Where were you? Half stone. Quarter stone. Half stone. Okay, it unfolds. Cool. Yeah, once I get back to Limsa Limensa, we'll try that out. Well, actually, I can try it out right now. That's huge, Lance. Jesus. It's legit. Shelf scale Sahagan. Yeah, it's similar to the Rampager axe for sure. So I should dumpster these guys now. New gear. Oh yeah. Good night. Must feel bad for you. Fully buff. See what we can do. Almost one shot. 1458. Jeez. Feels good. This? Disembowel. Oh, it goes off the buff one. And it's a dot. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, so you buff, then you dot. Where are you gonna go? I need a keybind and more keybinds. You can go there. That's cool. So you do this first, get your dot up, then you go here. Okay, Southern Thanalands and yeah, I assume there's a solo quest for 50. Where is that? Zanrak, okay. Should be in here somewhere. Don't mind me. Just assassinating your people. Ha. Oops. Pretty cool animation. Alright, so we're gonna get this out of our thing first. How am I in combat? Oh, that's a mob. Of course it is. How stupid of me. I think we want the duds for the bard, because I don't like the bard gear anymore. It wore out its welcome. I had no doubts that you would triumph, Sergeant, but the swiftness and surety which you have done so is impressive indeed. As head of the foreign levy, I dare say I had never been prouder of an adventure under my command. Rest assured that your deeds have been conveyed to the powers that be. I look forward to the day when I can congratulate you on a well-deserved promotion, till sea swallows all. Let's see if I can apply yet, or have to do that quest. Whoops. Second Storm Lieutenant. In the name of the Admiral, hereby appoint you to the rank of Second Storm Lieutenant. By this promotion, you are now eligible to transfer between the 3 grand companies of Eorzea. Oh! In order to entice more capable individuals to join the grand companies, the Alliance leader secretly introduced a system which allows members of one organization to freely transfer to another. If you wish to shift your allegiance, you may do so by speaking with the personnel officer of the grand company you wish to join. The procedure incurs a registration fee, though this payment is waived the first time you transfer. In addition to this privilege, you are also entitled to purchase land or an apartment in one of the residential districts established for adventure use. Cool. If you have an interest in owning an estate or other property, I suggest you consult a resident caretaker in the district you fancy. Among other things, you'll be able to learn how to go about purchasing a plot of land and building a hall upon it. Okay. Sweet. Oh, yeah. I'm getting that for the bard. So I'm going to wear the Dragoon armor. But I think I might actually finish tomorrow morning, because I am beaten down. It is ridiculously hot in this room right now. Because I know if people that are on right now were heard, but my central air went down in Texas. And you need central air for your house in Texas. If you don't, it's terrible. So I bought one small unit, but it's only in my bedroom so I can sleep. So it's probably like 90 degrees in this room right now. So I'm kind of dying. So, gonna log out for the night and come back tomorrow morning. And again, tomorrow morning, probably, finally, Heavensward. Let me check the thermostat. I can see it from here. Excuse me, it's only 87. So yeah, that's probably why my voice is going as well. It's just hot in here. Yeah, unfortunately, to replace the air conditioning, it's like 10 grand. So I think we can get by with a repair. There's going to be less than that, but we got to get quotes for that. Yeah, I'm from Maine, so it took me a while to sort of get used to the heat, and I'm still not used to it. Alright. But that is it for the day. Midgard Summer, you can go away too. So, hopefully tomorrow morning, we actually do get to Heavensward. Yeah, I did get a lot done. We got the Dragoon all the way up. We got the max rank in our company. So we're covering a lot of bases. We just have the Dragoon quest to do tomorrow morning. Then we can be the Dragoon through the MSQ of Heavensward and hopefully see the cool stuff. But anyway, thank you for those who stuck around, even though this is probably lower energy because I'm dying. But, yep, we'll be back to it tomorrow morning, probably, again, end of A Realm Reborn, and we'll move on from there. Can't wait for Heavensward. So we will see you then. Have a good night.